Hi, I'm Cam Nicholson. My wife and I own a farm on the Bellarine Peninsula, about 30 minutes out of Geelong. Our farming business is based mainly around cattle, would be about 3/4 cattle. We produce cattle for the Japanese B3 market, which is the log-fed market. So our steers stay on the farm for about 15 months before they go up into a feedlot for about a year. We run wool sheep mainly, so we're focused on producing about 18 micron wool. So we're really a livestock business. I was really delighted to be nominated for the Bob Hawke Landcare Award. I suppose I'm humbled more than anything else. To be recognised by your peers to sort of think this is, you've done a really good job, I'm really chuffed by it. I got involved in Landcare probably very early on, particularly with the Wodialloc catchment group in the early 90s. From the first I was involved in the planning, the very early stages, and the landholders made it perfectly clear that unless we dealt with farm productivity in the environment at the same time, we weren't actually going to get landscape change and we weren't going to make it attractive for people to be involved. So the Wodialloc group coined the phrase productive catchment management. The Landcare ethic, it's a hard one to sort of put into words, but I think it's really about people taking responsibility for the environment. The environment that we're living in now is a product of what we've done in the past. So to me, the Landcare ethic is that it's about people and people being able to make a change. When we first started, things like our farming systems were fairly rudimentary. We just had very large paddocks and we grazed them for long periods of time. There were very few trees on the place. The pastures were an annual-based pasture, which meant over summer quite often we had bare ground, which was susceptible to wind erosion. Now it's totally different. We're just under 10% tree cover across the whole place. Our paddocks are a lot smaller now and they're all centrally watered through a reticulated water supply, so we don't have dams in our paddocks anymore. So all of our waterways are fenced off now, all of our drainage lines are fenced off. We now tend to have bigger mobs and move them around. So this idea of grazing for a shorter period of time and then giving the plants a longer period of spelling to regrow has done wonders to the productivity of the farm. And we're really based on a perennial pasture system. This farm's a bit of an experiment and we love trying lots of things because I think the best way to learn is actually to have a go and observe it yourself. On this place here, we soil test every paddock every 3 years. And so that's given us now a 30-year history. So some of the paddocks have been tested 10 times and it's allowed us to really fine-tune what soil conditions we need to get right and to get them up to those right levels. It's one thing to learn it in theory, it's another thing to put it in practice. And our farm has been a great opportunity for me to practice and try some of this stuff and then talk about it warts and all, because I think that's what a lot of farmers appreciate as far as the advice that you give.